Best-selling author Mark Steyn has never been impeached, and at this point it seems frankly unlikely that he will be, but he joins us anyway tonight. Mark, it's great to see you.
Hey, good to see you too, Tucker.
So all of a sudden, Bill Clinton, for many years protected by the press, is up for grabs. What is this?
Well, I think there's a sense, as you said, that he is now disposable, but also at a certain level, I do think there's a great shame at what the rationale for Clintonism in the 90s loosed in the following 20 years. The most interesting moment to me, most horrifying moment actually, and the most pathetic and self-serving moment in this Today Show interview comes when he pleads in mitigation. And it's interesting to look at his facial expression as he says this, that I had a sexual harassment policy as governor in the 1980s. In other words, that's the lesson the Democrats took from this, that as long as you struck the right attitudes in public, you could do what you... I mean, try this in any other aspect of your life. Hey, bud, you're double parked. Oh, it's okay, officer. I voted for the municipal parking lot expansion bill in 1973. That's basically the argument that Clinton is making here. Because he passed a sexual harassment bill in the 1980s, because he signed one as governor, he's allowed to actually assault women or enter into degrading relationships, supposedly consensual relationships that ruined, in the case of Monica Lewinsky, a young woman's life. And actually, that's the rationale that Harvey Weinstein and Schneiderman, the New York Attorney General, and all these others, and John Conyers, the big Democrat big shot who was hosting trouserless meetings in his congressional office, they're all actually following that Clinton rationale, that because I have the right attitudes in public, I can do what I like in private.
Now, Harvey Weinstein tried, remember, his first defense was, well, I love abortion, so back off, leave me alone.
Right.
I wonder, though, so Clinton, I confess I feel a little sorry for Bill Clinton, because in my view, this is really about the Democratic Party changing and rejecting its past. But I also wonder, as long as we're going to have a reckoning with Clinton over his behavior, when do we get the reckoning with all of his defenders in the media? The Washington Post reporter who said that she would get on her knees for him for keeping abortion legal, the feminist leaders who attacked Monica Lewinsky in effect and dismissed the rape allegations. When do they get their time under the spotlight for what they did?
Yeah, and I think there's also other ones, too. There were ones who didn't attack Monica. But I remember, for example, being attacked in Canada by a feminist columnist who said, you're wrong about Monica. Monica isn't a victim here. She's going to make millions of dollars. She has had a miserable 20 years. Nothing she's done. She was essentially ruined and tossed aside by Bill Clinton. And as we saw in this interview, he thinks that he is the victim here. And he's out, by the way. He's on a book tour peddling this novel he supposedly, quotes, co-written, unquote, with James Patterson, and is supposedly, you know, his most ambitious work of fiction since his deposition in the Paula Jones case. This Clinton is getting $1 bazillion to put his name to this ludicrous novel, and Monica Lewinsky is someone who has never had a fulfilled career, never had a fulfilled family life, and that doesn't matter because the Clintons just discard people and move on to the next bit of human debris.
Yeah, and the media goes along with it, of course. Mark Steyn, thank you for that. It was great to see you.
Thanks a lot, Tucker.